All right, guys, going to take a little quick ride. Lot to tell you about on this ride. I barely get a chance to get out of the office, but when I do, might as well use our time wisely. As you can see, lots of construction going on. They are making short work of that back project there. A lot of cleanup. And we got to plant some trees to replace the trees and some other things. You'd be surprised what you got to do to keep the county happy. So already working on that, but lots happening on day 2 of this project. It is Halloween, so we hope everybody out there has a safe and happy Halloween. Hope the kids get a lot of candy. Hope everybody stays safe. We are really close to 200,000. Thanks to each and every one of you guys. We really appreciate it. It means a lot to us. We have put a lot of effort in this, even down to working with these microphones, the volume, trying to do everything that you guys have asked for. I do also know a lot of you guys must not have an actual YouTube account or subscribe, because instead of making a message, you guys send me a text. And that's awesome. I'm glad you're watching. But please take the time to set up an account. Please take the time to actually click and subscribe. And we love the comments. We try to get back to them. I personally probably spent a bit too much time doing that. All right, cut this. We're back. That was an important phone call. I normally don't clip for a phone call, but that was actually one of the guys from the county. We had reached out, made sure of all our cleanup efforts and everything we're doing. We're going the right direction. Zoning, other things, everything's A-okay. Believe it or not, the county can be a real thorn in your side, but if you do the right things and ask the right questions and do the right protocols, things come out okay. So everything is good with that. Matter of fact, the trees that we were going to plant, we're still going to plant some for decoration, but we're not even required because of the same usage of property. So good news on that. So very important. So anyway, sorry for the interruption. 2 very viral videos recently. If you guys have started following us, started following us, because of those videos, we appreciate it. The comments, back to that again. Feel free to comment, guys. And when we're doing stuff about these scams, when we're doing stuff about these customer situations, by all means, please feel free to comment. If you've got your opinion on it, if you've seen a different take on it. I think I've only had 1 or 2 negative comments on the scam video. I did that video to protect other people. If I didn't give a damn, y'all can go get scammed all you want to, waste all your money. Just makes people like us do better business, because of the fact you'll eventually not want to go to Craigslist and Facebook and buy something and get ripped off. So you'll come to a reputable business that does things the right way. One comment said we made up that last story. I can assure you, and I pulled out folders, and I will show you again when we get back to the office, we could give you 1,000 scam situations, if not more. You have to remember, guys, we have 300 plus things posted at all times on probably 10 to 15 different platforms. So do the math on that. That's thousands of opportunities to get scam things. Emails. I can go into my junk email, and I've scammed them so many times. I pushed them over to spam so many times that they finally go to my spam folder. But so many email type ones. But here's a couple of them real quick, just to run off the top as far as your scam stuff goes. If you're on Facebook or Craigslist and it's too good to be true, it absolutely is. 100%. There's too many people watching it. There's no deals. Unless you're buying a freaking bicycle and it should be 200 and you get it for 100. You might have that happen. But as far as a vehicle or piece of equipment goes, if it's too good to be true, it is. And I've got all the backup for that. Also, if you're sending information about banking to somebody, you might be selling a car and the guy's like, all right, I'm ready to send you the money. Send me your banking information. If you send that through email or text, it can get stolen. Furthermore than that, it can get stolen. They can manipulate the numbers and put their information in there so that when that guy wires the money to buy your car, he actually wires it to Saudi Arabia or Africa or somewhere else. Crazy, crazy, it happens. So please call or have that person call and verify they got your information. It is repetitious. We have ours in an email form and a text form. We send it out all the time. We get wires in almost every day. But the people on the other end, when they're sending the money, the good ones call us and say, hey, can you please verify? and usually it's when I'm busy or somebody's busy and you hate to take the time to read everything. DBA, beneficiary, they're big, long account numbers. But in doing that, you can make sure that those numbers are right. Because by them doing it, you know that if there was fraud involved, it's not happening. So be real cautious on that. I made a little list before we got on the road, but also duplicate titles. You can buy a car from somebody, just in case you don't know. Just say you're going to buy a car for your 16-year-old kid, $5,000 vehicle. You go to somebody's house, you're going to pay them cash, you're going to get the car, you're going to get the title. You think you're getting the most accurate title. He could or she could have gone and got a duplicate title, could have a loan or go take out a loan on the original title. There could be a lien against the car you buy. The title you get is no good. So if you're doing that, make sure you immediately go to DMV. It's better to meet the person at DMV if you're doing that kind of transaction and do it that way. Now, I'm going to tell you guys about a scam that's even more bulletproof than that, and it is one that we got caught in the middle of because it was so perfect. I'm going to call it the perfect scam. It was so perfect, so well orchestrated, and it was an actual team of people doing this across the country. And they got hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of people for big money. Now, we were able to go to court. We were able to fight it. We were able to win it. If not, we would have been out, in this case, I think almost $40,000. We did everything proper. We did everything right. And it took going to court to deal with it. It was bad. Chesterfield County was involved. I'm not going to name any of the names, but actually the detective made a little bit of an error and caused a lot of this to happen, and he made it very right in the end, and he has been very right since then. He's one of the lead detectives, and we had him speak recently at an event. Great guy. I give all the kudos in the world, even though I was almost persuaded differently with this situation because of the way it went. But our law enforcement does as much as they can. I also reached out to him about some of these other trivial scams because a lot of you guys' comments said, why didn't you turn it over to authorities? Why didn't you run it down and have an investigator go there and catch the people? That stuff doesn't happen, unfortunately. They don't have just officers waiting to go do stuff like this. And it was out of the state. It's bad enough it was out of the jurisdiction. It was actually out of the state where this was going to take place. And a lot of the scams, he said, probably more than, I think he said 75 or might have said 85% of the scams are somehow connected to another country. And obviously there's no jurisdictional way that they can deal with another country. So scams are unfortunate. Scams are part of that business. They're part of that business. They're part of every business. I'll give you another one. The service shop that we use. He came in, he said, hey guys, just want to give you a heads up on a scam we had happen. Like, dude, we see that all the time. Unfortunately, he didn't know any different. He's a newer business owner. Somebody called, said, hey, I want to order 4 tires and I want to put them on my mom's credit card. Okay, that's not uncommon, you know. He accepts the credit card, the tires get put on, he leaves. He probably had a fake ID, if they even asked for an ID. I can't remember that part of it, but I can find out. He leaves. He's got new tires on his car. Guess what? Not long after that, credit card charge was disputed. It was a stolen credit card used with, I guess, a fraudulent ID. He's gone. He's riding a car with expensive brand new tires, and they were very expensive. He didn't just pick some knockoffs. So should have been a red flag there. The phone call, what could have been done differently? The guy asked, what could we do differently? Verify the card, verify the ID. We're going one step further. We're getting an ID scanner put in our office. So when people come in to test drive, people come in to purchase, we're actually scanning that ID through. And this is your public service announcement that, you know, we are doing this. So if you're a crook, you probably don't want to come here to do business, probably don't want to come here to test drive. We're scanning it. It's going to validate it that it's not a faulty. And obviously, if you don't look like your picture, we're already not too dumb to that. If the thing says you're 65 and it looks like you're 35, it's going to be a red flag. Our antenna, my mom always uses the term, our antenna was up. But we're always on high alert. just because of the fact, like I said, we are so prone to seeing so much more stuff than some of these mom and pop places and smaller places because of the fact of the internet, how deeply we are with our advertising, how we do international business. There's a lot of things that trigger things with us a little differently than most people. So pulling up now to pick up a beautiful truck just finished up at the bedliner shop, already sold. Customer's getting a few extra modifications done before it leaves. And shout out to Tri-City Trucks. We do a lot of business with them. They do all of our bedliner work. And Daniel does a lot of their lift work. So we work together. Been a friend and a business owner acquaintance for a long time. So more to come. Didn't want to waste that 10-minute drive. So hopefully you got something out of that, guys. Thanks for hitting us to 200. Look forward to the forward growth. As promised, with that 200,000 subscribers, we are going to donate $1,000 to the Children's Hospital. And for the toy drive, because we hit it before the toy drive, we'll do a little celebration at the toy drive about that. So everybody that's a subscriber is welcome. Details are on our website. Details are on our Facebook. Details are on our social media, Facebook and Instagram. November 9th, mark your calendars. Thanks, guys, for all the support as always. Happy Halloween.